All right, that is our last article.
Not
there wasn't
too much
to talk about this week, but we'll drag it on with our blabbering on. So
yes,
that's good.
Yep.
So thanks for coming out and listening to this or watching this episode of the Stream Void podcast.
Should we do Game Club?
Oh, we should do Game Club.
Yeah.
I forgot about Game Club.
That's okay. I forgive you.
Thank you.
We did Yakuza 0, Chapter 6.
Chapter 6.
Which was, I can't remember what this chapter was called.
I don't know.
But we are Kiryu again. Doing the Kamurocho Realty Company, LLC, basically.
Yep.
We've got information about the Tachibana real estate, and we're still trying to find out about the empty lot, because that's the key of this whole game.
Yes. And
this chapter is for me, mostly of the time I spent was buying real estate.
Yeah.
And leveling up my real estate and earning a fuck ton of money. So much money. I bought every single property in the
Leisure Kings district.
Yeah, this was the Leisure King.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought every fucking thing that was available, and I beat him out of the... I took over.
Yeah, I mean, you did that last episode, didn't you?
Was that... Oh, that was last episode. Yeah, okay. This was just... this chapter was like, now the other areas opened up.
Has it?
Yeah, you can buy the properties from the other districts.
I wasn't able to.
Well, you have to actually beat the Leisure King.
Yeah.
And then it unlocks the other districts.
Yeah, I just started buying property. I was I can't buy this store. Why can't I buy this store? Oh, because you can't buy into the stores that you can go into.
There's some you can get eventually.
Yeah.
But yeah, most of the ones you go into, you have to rub your nose along every wall.
Yeah.
Until you find something.
Yeah,
There's no way to find them otherwise.
I was like, oh, I can buy a pachinko parlor? Okay. So I bought the 2 pachinko parlors and I'm like, oh, I can't go in them and play pachinko? Get stuffed again.
No, I know. That sucks. No, but once you beat the Leisure King, all the other billionaires come and confront you and they're like, hey, we're here. We're fighting you.
We're fighting you now.
And then you can go and buy their businesses and stuff like that too.
So I managed to get the Baressa, the Panty Girl.
Oh, the Sarah girl. Oh, she's one of your employees?
I got her as an employee.
Yeah,
and
I got too.
I did not get the the stop and search guy.
Did you finish his friend?
No.
You have to finish their friend's stories or their sub story.
Yeah.
Then they'll show up outside the place and be like, hey, can I have a job?
I got him to defend me from a knife wielding maniac part of the story, and that's
There's another one after that that you have to do, I think. Maybe. But they also don't necessarily stand right there either.
No.
Like one of them was down the road that I found him and got him to join me. Like, the guy that you do the there was that weird commercial we fear. Maybe you didn't do that sub story. Okay.
Yeah.
There's a second one where Miracle Johnson comes to town and you film in his music video. And once you film his music video, then you can hire the director of the music video as one of your guys.
Oh.
So it's blatantly obvious that Miracle Johnson is Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
When you do the quest. And it's blatantly obvious that the director is Steven Spielberg.
Yeah. Steven Spinning.
Yeah. So you can recruit him to work for you too. I also recruited the Leisure King. He works for me now. I got the police officer. I got the Barosera girl. I got the fortune teller.
Mm-hmm.
I also have a chicken.
Nugget.
I have Nugget that works for me as well.
I haven't seen the chicken. I haven't seen the fortune teller yet.
So to get the chicken, you have to go and befriend the girl at the bowling alley until she says, like, we're having a contest to win a turkey. You have to get a turkey in bowling to win a turkey.
Oh.
So you have to get 3 strikes in a row to win this turkey.
Yeah.
But it's actually a chicken. And then it's a manager for your businesses. So you get that. Did I get anyone else? Oh, I got the guy. Did you do the I can't remember what their band. There's the band that you have to do.
No.
There's a guy with a crazy big pompadour, and there's a band, and you have to coach them on how to talk to their fans because they want to be like greasers.
Yeah.
But they're like really like dorky. Like, on my days off, I like to do gardening and like go for walks with my puppy. So you have to tell them like, no, that's not like hardcore enough. You have to see getting fist fights and shit like that.
That's kind of horror.
Yeah, so when you recruit him, he's really good at leveling up your like gambling sites.
Yeah.
So I recruited him too.
Nice.
Yeah, so I've leveled up all my Leisure King businesses are almost all S rank.
Yep.
I make like 70 million yen every time.
Nice.
But the other ones I'm leveling up slowly, but my security isn't good enough and I get attacked all the time and I lose like my percentages, you know. So I need better dudes basically. But yeah, that's mostly what I did this chapter anyway, was that cuz like what do you have to do in this chapter? Go back to Bar Serena.
Go back to the empty lot.
Yeah, you have to go back to the empty lot, take a look at it. Tachibana meets you there.
Yeah.
And says like, we're getting close. No, he knows who owns it now.
Yeah.
But he doesn't want to tell you yet, just because. And this is after Oda has told Tachibana like, hey, the Dojima's coming to get you. You should hide out.
Yeah.
And Nikishi got attacked by Kuze in Serena.
Yeah.
That was last chapter.
Yes.
So this chapter, we go back to Serena, and we can talk to those guys. They don't really say anything.
Well, I didn't go back there.
Oh, yeah, you can go and talk to them or whatever. Huh. They're, like, arguing, and then the girl is like, hey, you guys want to settle down in here? You know, like, what's going on here?
Yeah, that's right at the beginning of the chapter.
Yeah, you don't have to do that.
Well, that's because the chapter comes back in, and you're in there anyway.
Yeah.
And then you have to go home and sleep.
Yes, there's not much before you sleep in this chapter, really. I learned the cash confetti ability for throwing money in the air.
You go down to the lady wrestling.
Yeah, did you do that?
Fight.
Did you do that?
I went down there.
You didn't do it?
I didn't do any cat fighting.
Somehow I won the first one, and I made like 70 million yen on my like million yen bet.
Nice.
It was crazy. You have to do like this weird rock, paper, scissors thing. And then if it's a tie, you have to jam on the button. But like for some reason, some of my moves would like just insta kill them almost. It was crazy. But it was also like very like TNA. It's like low camera angle looking between their legs and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, definitely is. This game is just horny all the time.
Oh yeah, big time. So it was interesting anyways. But yeah, basically nothing happens in this chapter until you go to sleep.
Yeah.
You wake up. And
then it's running from Dojima.
Yeah, we got to get away from the whole clan, basically.
Yeah.
So when you're going through town, you get into all these fights with the Dojima guys.
Yep.
And there'll be one guy who will be like, you got a minute to get here. And I'm assuming that if you don't beat him in a minute, more guys will show up.
Yep, that's exactly what happens.
Because I beat them all before they could call reinforcements.
I couldn't.
No?
No. They were so strong.
Okay.
Because I'm so under level.
Oh, yeah.
That I was just punching them forever, just executing moves all over the place.
Which
it's like,
mode were you using?
Brawler.
Okay, me too.
Because Brawler's my most leveled up one.
Yeah. No, wait. Was Brawler the weapon one?
No.
What's the weapon one called? Berserker or something?
Fury or something like that.
That's the one I used. Because I leveled it up now, I automatically pick up weapons if I punch.
You do anyway.
No.
That's its special thing is you automatically pick up weapons.
Oh, okay. But I would just pick up a motorbike and just swing it and just knock them down.
Yeah, I eventually got to that point where I was using that because there's too many guys. I had to hit them all at once in order for me to actually move forward.
Yeah, and I like motorbike because it'll break like 2 times, but you keep holding it. So it'll be like break the motorbike and it'll be like half a motorbike and then you keep swinging it and then it'll just be the motorbike tire. So it's like 3 weapons in one.
Yeah, I eventually had to do that because it was.
Yeah.
By the end of it, everyone was so spongy.
Oh yeah.
That I couldn't get through.
You need to do some. You need to do some businessing to get some money because I'm getting so much money.
I used all of my
staminans,
my yakisobas, my pot noodles, everything.
I did one. I think I healed myself up once later in the chapter.
Yeah.
I'm just so tanky with all my money, basically. But even the 30-second one, I was like, I beat him in 15 seconds.
Not me. I was like, oh man, there's like 8 guys on the screen. I'm like beating them up, and all of a sudden there's 16 guys on the screen because I didn't do the thing.
I should have let it happen to see what it happens like.
Oh my god! And then the end where you have to fight the big guy with the bat.
You fight, Kuze?
Not Kuze, before that.
Oh, yeah. The big fat guy.
Big fat guy who just drop kicks you the entire time.
Yeah. That just was a bit tough.
Drop kick. I was like, oh my God, this is impossible. But yeah, and I drank and ate all my food there. And then, of course, you're running away and the stripper comes out and is like, hey.
Yeah.
Come into here. It's a secret tunnel. You can get through here.
Secret tunnel.
And then she's like, I hate the Dojima boys. They suck.
JK.
And you go in there and there's instant healing items on the ground.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, well, here comes the boss fight.
Yeah.
You betrayed me. Great.
Exactly. You go into the tunnel and somehow Kuze got a motorbike down there.
He sure did.
It was a cool ass scene. Like, it looked cool as hell. But it was like, how did this even get down here?
Yeah.
And I like it, like, we're fighting in the sewage, right? And like, we eventually beat down Kuze, and he's like,
super easy too.
He was like, pretty easy, yeah.
He didn't even get a hit off.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I mean, once he got to like very little life and he did his fire thing, he actually started hitting me with the bat, but it wasn't doing any damage. I was like, why is this boss fight so much easier than the bunch of dudes? This,
maybe it was your fighting style you were using. I was just using
Brawler.
I was using whatever the beefy one is. I don't know what that one is. Because there's like the challenges for defeating a number of guys.
Yeah.
I've already done the Brawler one.
Mm-hmm. I just did the Brawler one in this chapter.
I got 300 or whatever, and now I was working on this other style, so I just used that the whole time.
Yeah.
But I used that on him, and I think I healed once on this guy, and I didn't even need to.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, I'm getting down a little low, and then I did it, and then I just like one comboed him and defeated him. But I like when you defeat him, and he's just like laying in the fucking sewer, just doesn't get up.
Kiryu!
And then Kiryu like makes like he's gonna kill him, and he picks up the lead pipe, and then he just drops it like good guy Kiryu and walks away, right? I'm just like, how many times am I going to beat this guy? He's going to have to, next time he shows up, he's missing his other pinky. So we leave the sewer and we just take the correct door and we go into like the dance club.
Yeah, an underground dance club.
And Awano's there dancing with the girl. And he's like, come on, dance with us, Kiryu. We're just having a good time. And basically, Awano says like, oh, you've taken out all these guys that were like in my way. Thank you.
Yeah.
You should join me, like, I don't care about the Yakuza. This is a job for me, and I do it to live the good life.
Yeah.
And you know what? You could join me, and we could do the thing together. And Kiryu's like, nah, fuck that. I'm going to go out of here. And then Awano pulls out a gun and blows away the waitress.
Yeah.
Or girl, whatever she is, not a waitress.
He's dancing with, and then throws the gun on the ground.
And is like, hey, if you don't join me, you're going to go outside and get shot. There's like 100 guys out there waiting to aerate you.
Yeah.
And Kiryu's like, I'd rather die than join them, so like, whatever. So it's like, why didn't Awano just kill him?
Yeah, right?
Like, I mean, I guess I know why.
Killed the girl, but yeah.
It's to make the story more interesting or whatever, but it's like, that's the stupidest shit ever.
Yeah.
Join me. No, bang. Game's over. Obviously, they can't do that, but it's also just stupid as hell.
Yeah.
So he goes outside, and there's nobody out there. He was all bluff.
He goes, opens the door. It's just bright light because it's sunshiny out, and he's like, oh, there's nobody out here.
And at that point, Kiryu's suit was back to being pristine white.
Oh, yeah. When you're going through the sewers, it's all gross, but when you get outside, it's just perfectly white again.
And then he's leaving, and Nishiki pulls up in his car, like, get in, we got to get out of here before the Dojima guys see you.
Yeah.
So Nishiki drives away, and, Kiryu's having a nap. And he's like, we got to get out of town. He just drives and drives and drives. And they go to the forest. And Kiryu's like, okay, why here? And Nishiki's like, oh, you got to disappear or whatever. And then Nishiki pulls out a gun, like, you're going to get tortured. You're going to get hurt so bad. This is the only thing I can do to help you, blah, blah, blah. He's having the voice acting was great.
Oh, yeah. I may have shed a tear in this scene.
It was pretty much like, Nishiki's like, I don't want to do it, but, you're going to get tortured. Yeah. And this is the only way to save you. I can't do anything else to help you. And Kiryu's like, okay, well, you can kill me, but make sure you cut off my head and take it back so you can, like, get back in the Yakuza and get in their good graces, blah, blah, blah. And Nishiki's like, don't look at me. Don't look at me. So Kiryu basically talks him out of it. But then he's like, okay, you can't help me anymore. We're done.
Yeah.
We're no longer brothers. So then I was like thinking like, wow, I wonder if in the other game, like we've never played the other games.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering if like in the other games, if they're like actually enemies.
Yeah. I don't know.
Like just, I don't know. Like, it's hard to say because we've never played the other ones. Obviously, if we had played them in release order, we would have been to like Yakuza 5.
Yeah.
And then it would be like Yakuza 0 comes out. So we learn like the history or whatever.
Yeah.
But
without knowing the history of what happens,
I just have a feeling that going forward, like in the other games, he's going to be like an adversary.
Yeah, maybe. It was a really good scene.
Yeah, it was really good.
I was tearing up a little bit.
It was really good.
It's very powerful.
Yeah, exactly.
And I was like, oh, I wonder if it was this good on the whatever console it came out on. And I'm looking, I'm like, oh, it came out on the PS4, so it probably
yeah.
It was probably this good.
Yeah, exactly. And then I like Kiryu takes his car.
Yeah, I know. It's like,
see you later, Nishiki. You're gonna have to walk
just
back.
Gonna walk.
And then he drives away, basically.
Yep.
And yeah, that's pretty much the end of the chapter.
That's the end of the chapter.
When it was going on, I was like, damn it, I want to play more. But also the thing too is like I streamed it on like Monday night, and I didn't realize that there was like not that much story in the chapter.
Yeah.
because I played for like 4 hours doing side missions and like all the stuff around Kamurocho.
Yeah.
And then it was like, okay, I'll go to the apartment and go to bed, right?
Yeah.
And I didn't realize there was like literally like an hour's worth of playing after that you can do, because you can't do any side missions really.
No, you can't.
Well, you can't. Like, I went and played baseball, but you can't. There's no other side missions on the streets, right? It's just the
the buildings.
You could go like play Hang On or something like that. And so Saturday morning I started streaming, and it was like, oh, I'm done. It's been like 50 minutes and I'm done here. So I was like, damn it, I want to play more. But then, of course, the next chapter we switched back to Goro, Majima. So I was like, well, I can't just continue on now because I don't know. Well, whatever. Anyways, it was a good chapter. Anyways.
Yeah, I started buying businesses at the start. Yeah. I got to do the dominatrix quest, so I got to see the
erotic
racy videos.
Not very erotic, are they? Yeah.
No, you're right. I only watched one. I was like, ooh, I don't know.
Yeah, it's just weird more than anything.
Yep.
I have a bunch of them now, though. I've met so many people.
Yeah, I've only got 3. I watched one, and I was like, I don't know.
Most of the side missions involving like a girl unlock a video, basically.
Yeah.
So like the one convenience store where she becomes your friend. Mm-hmm. Once you unlock that, you get a video. But also, once you become her friend, she'll be like, hey, do you want to run my store for me? So you get that as a business.
Oh, okay.
And then way down south, there's a sushi place on the very southernmost road down there. And it's another guy that you befriend. And then he is like, hey, do you want to run the business for me? And you're like, yep. And you just get like the sushi place. Huh. But yeah, I was just, the other district's businesses are so expensive.
Yeah.
Like I would go up to it and be like, oh, I can inspect this. And it's like 350 million yen. What the hell?
That's an expensive business.
I can't even think about that.
Not yet. You got to spend more days collecting
cash.
Yeah.
Well, I like that it's fast too.
Yeah.
A day is like 3 minutes or something like that. So, I'm excited to play some more. I don't know where the story's going.
No, me neither. The story is extremely good.
Like the only thing I know. Oh, that was the other thing in here where Kiryu and Nishiki are talking, and he's like, they'll torture you until you go crazy and whatever, blah blah blah, and they'll never see the light of day. And it's like, oh, they did that to Goro Majima, but he came out of it.
Yeah.
But the thing is like in the future games, I think he's like fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like he's like mental.
Goro?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's holding it together pretty good now, but I think in the future games he's like the Joker basically.
He just goes off.
Yeah. So, it was very interesting. I'm excited to play some more.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Yep. Tomorrow, hopefully.
Yes.
See how I feel after work.
Yeah, I didn't have any opportunity to play throughout the week, so I'm like Friday night. I'm like, oh man, better get going here. Or Friday day, and then I finish it up Saturday day.
Yeah. It's pretty quick, so
yeah. Sometimes it is. But yeah, I wanted to faff around, try and get the video so I could watch it and get some more real estate going, which I did.
Yeah.
So I got my goals done.
Nice. Yeah, there's another side quest I did where I had to tell stories to the guy on the radio. Did you do that one?
No.
Eventually in your like real estate office, the radio will be on. Oh, I also had to buy a kid a porno mag.
But there's a thing where you have to tell stories to this guy on a radio, and he'll give you a gift.
Yeah.
And you choose your side missions that you've done to tell the story. You write a postcard, and he'll read it on air. And if he likes it, once he's read 3 of yours on the air and you liked them, you get a prize or whatever. Huh. So you have to choose the stories, and sometimes you're like, I didn't really like that story or whatever. So I told him 3 stories about the fortune teller, buying the kid a porno mag, and I don't know the other one. And then he showed up and gave me a gift of like a katana or something like that. So
have you gone to the phone club and done the phone club game?
No, I haven't.
Oh God.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So you have to like wait at the phone until a call comes in, then you have to hit the button right away, and you pick up the phone. It's just like you throw the phone back. You're like, oh, let's go.
No, I haven't.
So you go Super Saiyan, and then you start talking on the phone. Oh, mushy mush. It's like such an epic thing, and you're like, mushy mush.
I'll have to.
And then you have to like, there's like a dial that goes around your character, and you have to like pick the right answer to the question that he's asking.
Okay.
It's crazy. It's difficult.
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, definitely do. You'll be like, what is going on?
The most difficult thing I've done so far in the game is try to play the baseball batting cage.
Yeah, it's very difficult.
It's like, what the fuck are they doing? Like, at a batting cage, they only shoot the ball at you at 1 speed and 1 pitch type.
Yeah.
Whereas this one, they're throwing sliders and sinkers at me and shit.
Yeah, even on the easy.
It's like, what the fuck are they doing? So I don't know how I couldn't even get 1 run. Every time if I hit the ball, foul ball.
Yeah?
If I could connect.
Were you not on the easy one?
I was on the easiest one.
I found I was able to hit homers.
I don't know how. I couldn't tell. Like, I was aiming around, but is that me aiming to hit the ball or
so
aiming where the ball goes?
That's aiming where the ball goes. So when you aim, you go to that home run in the corner, and every time you hit the ball, it'll go right there.
I couldn't. I don't. And the angle was weird. It was like,
oh, it's a super weird angle.
Everything's. I tried it like 3 times. I was like, fuck this. I'll try back another time.
I hit 3 homers in a row, then couldn't hit another ball.
Yeah,
that's it. I was like, oh,
it's crazy.
My God.
Anyways, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what happens now with Goro.
Yeah.
But no real estate.
Sad. No real estate.
Sad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, whatever.
Well, guys, that is now going to be the end of this podcast. If you liked what you were listening to or watching, please leave us a review. Leave us a comment.
Please
join the studio Discord. It's down below. And get in there and join in the conversation. You can suggest us things to talk about if you like.
Yeah.
It's perfectly okay to do. And maybe we'll talk about it if it's not garbage.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, leave us a review. Share us with a friend. If you're listening to this on like Apple Podcasts, leave us some. Leave us a
review.
Some amount of stars that you feel is appropriate. I actually
saw the reviews for a change.
Yeah?
Yeah, there's 2.
Nice.
I'd like to see 3.
Yes, let's get a 3rd review up there. That would be amazing.
5 stars.
5 stars.
Please do it.
Do it. All right, we will see you guys again in 1 week's time.
Bye.
Bye.